Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I'm probably not going to go in order. Girl, it was so much going on. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. It was so much going on in this episode, and I watched the episode 3 times, and I was like getting overwhelmed. And I'm like, girl, it's a lot going on. I was trying to write down everything everybody said, and then I said, we're not going to do this. So we just going to talk about what I can remember. I wrote down a few lines, right? But other than that, it was a lot going on. And I had to like scrape that, like, cause I'm not supposed to get my nerves all bothered and worked up, okay, over Real Housewives of New Jersey. I love Real Housewives of New Jersey. I'm actually so happy that I have, committed to watching and reviewing this show. For the girls who don't know, my top 2 is Atlanta, okay, and then Potomac. I've only been into the Black Housewives, girl. Then I realized, the white girls is actually entertaining too, right? So now I've gotten to Beverly Hills and New Jersey, Orange County, but my first time watching the full season of New Jersey was last year. I have, of course, seen episodes here and there throughout the 12 seasons, or how many seasons they've been on, 11, 12 seasons. I also knew the girls on Beverly Hills. I've watched episodes here and there. But my first time actually tuning in to try to watch full episodes, a full season, was when they brought the black girl Garcelle in, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just get straight to it. I don't think I like Teresa. Yes, I'm new to this show, but I know enough about Teresa to know that now I can go ahead and stamp I don't think I like Teresa. And I don't think I like her soon-to-be husband, Louis, either. I don't want to come across as mean, but I don't know any other way to say this. I think Teresa is dumb. Like, you know how people say that, you know how we say that Portia Williams is dumb? Portia not dumb. Portia just tired through and trifling, right? I think Teresa is dumb. I think that Teresa is less than smart. And I think that she needs to keep her good eye, if she got one, on that soon-to-be husband of hers, Louis. Louis, what is it called? A Valium? Is that what you take whenever it calms you down? He need a pill to calm him down. And I noticed the last episode when they did the little cookout at his house, like he all over the place. Like, what is wrong with you? Girl, like, have you noticed that like he's always, Teresa, please don't lose your job at Real Housewives of New Jersey over a man who you've only been knowing a year. Well, today is probably, 2 years. When on this episode, she said a year. So I'll say 2 years now. Please don't lose your job over no man that you barely know. Because I don't know if you know or not. I don't know if you got the memo, mama, but they letting the OGs go and not thinking twice about it. You ain't asked Vicky. You ain't asked Lanithia. So please don't think because you've been there since day one, okay, you won't get the pink slip either. Because they'll give it to you and not think twice about it. And keep on pumping. So all of this, I don't want to shoot. I don't want to talk about this. Girl, how are you on a reality TV show and things start to make their way to the light and people start to find out things and I'm not going to discuss it. Girl, I could not be a producer on a reality TV show because as soon as one of the cast members told me that they're not going to talk about something that's already been discussed, girl, I'm sending emails to the people above. Had a conversation with Teresa today. She said that she was not going to discuss. Yes. Girl, we shooting a show. Okay? You signed up for this. And from what I understand, y'all getting a cute little check. So you're going to talk about it. You're going to talk about it. Now, I don't know how long y'all want to have this conversation on camera, but it's going to be talked about. And you're going to be there. That's how my attitude would be. Okay? Like, girl, I just want people to realize that there are a million Nenes out there. There are a million Kenyas and Teresas and Garcelles and Erica James and Lisa Rennas. Like, girl, y'all act like y'all are not replaceable. And you are. Teresa is not the only Teresa that's out there. Girl. Right? So for her to come into this situation like, girl, I don't want to talk about it. He don't want to talk about it. Oh, there's a camera in here. Girl, why? Teresa, you've been on this show for 12 seasons. Why would there not be a camera in the van? Like, you know there's a camera in there. Like, it's weird that she wants to protect Louis. Louis didn't sign up for this. Yes, Louis did. In the same way, you went your messy ass around town last year talking about Evan and him allegedly cheating on his wife. Girl, we're going to talk about this weird ass video. And he can tell us what it was about. And then we can move on. But the truth of the matter is, most of the people that saw that video thought it was weird. And I don't think that they're helping the situation by not wanting to discuss it. It's a very simple discussion, like they had at the barbecue finally. He lied. I ain't like the way he was talking to Marge. What did he tell Marge? You can't intimidate me. Well, clearly she can, because bitch, she had your ass running. You done popped up on the scene looking like a goddamn candy apple. Girl. Sweating, red. Girl, like you just got done running around a block. I don't think I like Louis. I don't trust Louis. It's something about Louis that's not sitting right with my spirit, okay? And Teresa, you a fool. Anyways, Jennifer doesn't feel like Teresa had, Jennifer was mad. Well, she felt some type of way about Teresa leaving. She had every right to. Teresa, you invited these people to my house. Teresa wanted to do the barbecue at Jennifer's house. And then, girl, you leave. And now I got to play hostess to these people who, right now, we barely like each other. Jennifer had every right to feel some way about that. She tells the girls, she tells the people when they arrived that Teresa left. Girl, when Marge said, did she take the food with her? Teresa and Louis walk in. Everybody's eating and they walk in like nothing is wrong. They are weird to me. I'm sorry. Teresa and Louis are weird to me. Louis gives me very much like used car salesman. He really does. He does. Something ain't sitting right with that Louis. All your tea is coming out, Louis. This is the thing. Teresa wants to make it seem as though his past doesn't matter. I don't care. Girl, yes it does. See, that's the problem. That's why that's exactly why people calling y'all stupid. Because y'all think that a person's past should not, it doesn't determine who they are, or it shouldn't come up in conversation, or people shouldn't talk about it. Yes, you can change. You could possibly well not be the same person that you were 5 or 10 years ago, right? But I think it's up to Louis to explain, because you done signed up for this, sir. There's no other way. You signed the paperwork. They didn't just mic you up without your permission, sir. So it's up to you now to explain to the people why these people are coming out, these women are coming out saying that you was an ain't shit nigga once upon a time ago. Okay? It's up to you to explain to the people why these women are saying, girl, Louis was shit. But you can't just be like, oh, why are they talking about me? They're not, and then Teresa, they're not gonna, like she's gonna say in a future episode, you're not gonna pop my love bubble, sweetie. Girl. What he did in the past, it does matter. And you should want to talk about it. And unfortunately, because you're on a reality TV show, it's not like, this is one thing I think that we need to just put out there right now. This is an ensemble cast, okay? Ain't now one of these bitches got their own show. They own the show with 6 other women or 5 other women, however many people be in the front on holding their peaches or whatever they holding. So yeah. When something comes up, we gonna talk about it in the group. That's how this thing works. I don't know why y'all trying to act like we don't know how this shit works. These shows been on TV for 12 and 13 and 15 and 16 years. And we still acting slow. Yes, Louis, people talking about you. And people talking about that tape. Just like Teresa, your ass was walking around town talking about Evan last year. And didn't have a problem doing it. And felt justified and set in your messiness, bitch. Girl. I don't think I like Teresa. She can go, honestly. She's sitting up there lying. Were you upset? They asked her, was she upset? No. No. Teresa, you were pissed. And then you, 30 seconds later, if anybody has something to say, just say it right now because if I find out later, I'm gonna be very upset. Something like that, she said. Well, girl, that just goes to show you were upset. Girl. Instead of just saying y'all was pissed off. Because I'm trying to figure out why y'all talking about my man. And then Jackie should have said, bitch, the same way you was talking about my man last year. You see how that worked? Oh, child, Tracy. Tracy basically is getting the party started. Are we going to talk about the elephant in the room? Because this bitch just popped in. Because basically your sister-in-law just walked in here and ain't nobody said nothing. Marge brings up the video. Regardless if you think the video was weird or not, the truth is everybody in that circle has talked about that video. And everybody has said that they thought it was weird. That's why when Marge kept saying everybody has talked about it, everybody thought that it was weird, nobody said, no, bitch, you lying, we didn't say it, because everybody think it was weird. You see what I'm saying? But Teresa wants to use Marge as I guess the ringleader. She's so evil, she's so mean. When the truth is, everybody has been talking about that video. And I'm talking about in this friend group. And you think that Louis is supposed to be off limits when he's not. That y'all are killing, and I see this is across the board. Now I'm seeing it because I'm just starting to get into the other franchises. Like, y'all really like to play this goddamn game with me about husbands and kids and all that being off limits. When clearly we can see that that's a fucking lie. Girl, the husbands ain't never off limits. The kids ain't off limits. Girl, Jackie just told Teresa last year, what if I said Jill was in the restroom doing some of that snowman? You see what I'm saying? So we're going to stop acting like kids off limits, husbands. Ain't shit off limits on these shows. And I'm cool with it, but stop acting like that's a rule that they follow when in actuality, they really don't. You on your best date wouldn't intimidate me. Girl, Louis, girl, you need to calm down. You need to calm your ass down. Louis was doing too much to me. Now, yes, I could see how he could get frustrated because he was trying to speak. Teresa was the one who wouldn't let your ass talk. When he said something about you have to walk out when she doesn't, you have to walk out on her or something. Girl, Louis, girl. Just like Tracy said, I don't even talk to my dog that way. Girl, I don't trust Louis. He said he was going to leave. Louis is a liar. Girl, I'm sorry. I was there. I would have said, well, Louis, I don't know what video you're talking about because the video that we're talking about, you were proposing to someone. So clearly there are multiple videos out there of you. That's what I would have said. Because you're not going to play in my fucking face. It was hearsay. Oh, Jennifer. Girl, Bill. When I say you, Bill had a smirk on his face this whole episode. Girl, when Marge said that Bill and I are a little similar, FYI. Low-key, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Low-key, I low-key kind of go up for Marge a little bit. I'm not even going to lie. Marge is a Kiki to me. If I had to say who was running the girls, I would say it was Marge. Marge is a Kiki, baby. I like Jennifer too. The only person I really don't like is Teresa. I think I could stomach everybody else. Baby, even Tracy. And I wasn't feeling Tracy when she first saw. I was like, look at this bitch. Right? But Teresa, that she could go. Anyways, Jennifer starts talking about it was hearsay because Joe basically brings up that Jennifer called him a crook, you know, and she says it was hearsay. Well, bitch, it was hearsay. Your husband was out here in these streets putting his dick in another bitch puss too. See, that's the thing, Jennifer girl. You want to repeat everything you hear. But then when somebody repeats what they hear, then it's a problem. No, sweetie, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You don't get to repeat what you hear and then just label it as hearsay. It was hearsay. It was already out there. What the fuck you think was out there about Bill, ma'am? Girl. Jennifer is the type of person where I see how Jennifer moves. Jennifer will use your tea and throw it in your face. That's how she moves. So once it's out there, I got what she was saying. She was calling Joe a crook based off of that situation that happened last year with Michelle and her husband. That business deal. And from what I remember, it did sound like Joe had got, from what I remember, I'm not trying to stamp it, okay? But from what I remember, I think when I watched the episode last year, it did sound like Joe kind of got over a little bit. She calls Joe a little bitch girl. We're not going to sit here and act like, okay, you calling a man, especially these heterosexual men, right? Calling them a little bitch girl won't set the party off, okay? Jennifer wanted Bill to have her back. But how can Bill have your back when you're calling another man, his friend, a man that he hangs out with, however y'all a co-worker, a little bitch girl? If anything, Bill should have been checking Jennifer. Like, hey, you need to watch your mouth. However you want to say it. Hey, Jennifer, no, we're not doing that tonight, baby. Bring it back some. So, however you want to, but like, what did Jennifer want Bill to do? Because at that point, the way that Louis addressed Marge, I thought was disrespectful, and he damn near should have got cursed out, right? The way that Joe was addressing the crooked situation that Jennifer, that wasn't to me. It was just like, you hanging out with her and she called me crooked and this and that and this and that. You see what I'm saying? I feel like it's a difference. But you see, Joe started tapping his leg. Joe started tapping his leg when Jennifer called him a little bitch girl. And he just sat there. Because we know that things can go left real fast. Okay? So I'm just going to sit here and shut up. Because if Joe can't do nothing because that's a woman, right? Jennifer wanted Bill to have her back, but girl, you acting like you was getting jumped by the men. Girl, the women was wearing your ass out. And Jennifer, girl, you got a little mouth on you too, bitch. Girl, you ain't need no help. The reason why you felt like Bill should have had your back is because you knew you were losing the argument. Baby, your argument was flawed, baby. Okay? Because if you really thought you were winning the argument, you wouldn't have said you needed Bill's his protection. Anyways, Jackie said, I'm done with her. Jennifer said Jackie basically is two-faced, sneaky, all the stuff, right? Once Jackie Once Jackie explained what happened when she made that comment about Bill sticking his penis in somebody else, it did make sense. When they played it, they only played her saying I only remember, I'm not gonna say they only played. I only remember her saying that he shouldn't have stuck his penis in somebody else. Once she broke it down and once they did play the clip and I heard it this time, when she was basically saying, I feel sorry. How did she say it? Basically she said it like, I feel sorry for Jennifer. Like, yeah, Bill, but no, I feel sorry for Jennifer. Like, he shouldn't have been out here sticking his penis in somebody else, right? When she framed it that way and when they played it, I got what Jackie was saying, right? The way that Dolores delivered it was like, girl, she's not even your friend because girl, she even said that, girl, he shouldn't have been out here sticking his, you know? And that's how I took it too. I was with Dolores. But now that I see how Jackie delivered what she said, it makes sense. If that makes sense what I'm saying. So it wasn't like Jackie was being like low down with Jennifer. She was actually did have Jennifer's back, right? Dolores was just messy in the way that she delivered it to Jennifer. Bill, did Bill clock out? I don't know. It was weird to me that Bill kind of just got up and went and stood in the back. Like he literally got up out of his seat and went and stood in the back. Now that shit was strange because everybody else is still sitting around. No, Bill, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Because the truth of the matter is, this shit really got to do with you, nigga. Sit your ass down. Right beside your wife. Yeah. Why you want to get up and run? Jackie, was Jennifer wrong for grabbing Melissa's hand? No. But also, from what I've seen, I ain't never seen these girls fight on these shows. The only time I ever saw it get physical, from what I can remember, was Danielle and Marge. And Marge deserved that. You can't be pouring drinks on somebody, okay, and then think they're not supposed to do something back. I've never seen these girls, they done flipped over tables, they thrown cheese, threw some silverware, you know, threw the shit off the table, but I ain't never seen them go toe-to-toe, blow-to-blow. That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like, girl, Jennifer, did you really think, girl, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong now, okay? Have the girls ever really put their hands on each other? Now, if that's the case, now if they have, I could definitely see why Jennifer grabbed that bitch. I'm like, bitch, I don't know where you walking, girl. You better try. Right? But it's like, Jennifer, girl, do you really think Melissa about to fight? Girl, I probably would have said that like, girl, get your ass, girl, you don't get your ass up on my face, girl, 'cause you know you ain't about to do shit. Now, if it was Portia or Monique, we know them girls like to fight. So, girl, if you saw them coming across the room, baby, you better stand up and take your shoes off. Because, girl, they have to start swinging. Okay? Everybody basically clocked Bill. Or Jennifer knew exactly what the group was saying. Basically, Bill has clocked out. Bill doesn't love her. Bill is this, Bill is that. It was just strange to me how Bill moved this whole episode. Like, every time I looked at Bill, Bill had some type of smirk on his face. It was very, very strange and weird. Teresa, what's her name? For some reason, she give me Trailer Park. Did Tracy grow up in a trailer park? Because that's what she give me. Tracy, that's her name. Tracy was right. Tracy was right. Teresa is weird. Teresa wants Joe and Melissa to basically tell Tracy to shut the fuck up and stop running her mouth when Tracy calls out Teresa for not having Joe's back. Because the truth of the matter is, The truth is, Teresa should have told Jennifer, hey girl, you doing too much. When Jennifer called Joe, what she called Joe, that's supposed to be your BFF, your sister, your homie. You should have checked that bitch right there. Hey girl. Okay, girl, now watch, girl, you need to watch your mouth, girl. You doing too much. Right? So it's weird to me how when Tracy is telling Teresa about, girl, you should have had your brother's back. Teresa don't see it. But then you want them to tell her to shut the hell up for calling your ass out. Huh, Teresa? Teresa, and I saw this on the girls' trip. Teresa, she always says nobody has her back, nobody has her back. But it's like, first, I don't think Melissa and Teresa like each other. And I said that on the girls' trip review. From what I've seen, they don't like each other. They tolerate each other. And I think they kind of just put, you know, things to the side when the parents started dying and, you know, Teresa had to go to jail and then Joe got deported. Yeah. So it's just like, I think they tolerate each other. But them girls don't like each other. Anyways, girl, I think that's all I got to say, girl. I don't like Teresa. I'm sorry. Maybe it was just this episode. But Teresa, bitch, you got some nerve. Thinking that ain't nobody supposed to say shit about Louis, but you can go around and say what the fuck you want to say about people. Girl, what? That is not how this works. That is not how any of this works, girl. Louis can get it too. Matter of fact, he gonna get it. Everybody else's husband getting it. Okay? Yours ain't off limits. And if you want to be out, if he didn't want to be in a motherfucking fight, he shouldn't have signed up for it. Okay? He shouldn't have signed his name on a dotted line. I'm sure some paperwork had to be involved for Louis to be a part of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Anyways, I'm gone. Bye, y'all.